Welcome to my review of the UHC AK47 Mini. The AK-47 was invented in the 1940s by the Soviet Union by Mikhail Kalashnikov. The AK-47 is perhaps one of the most famous assault rifles today. It was made quite a while ago, but is still in use in many countries. This is the main rifle that's been known to be going against the M16, which is what the current United States Army is using, or the M4, whichever you prefer. But those two rifles have basically been in a clash on the battlefield and off, in terms of people saying which one's better. The AK-47 is famous for its high power and extreme reliability. The AK-47 fires the 7.62 by 39mm round, which is devastating, much more powerful than the M16's 5.56 round. The UHC AK-47 Mini is part of a line of guns in the UHC Mini series. Those guns include the M16, the Mini M4, things like that. Mini G36, I believe. So yeah, there's quite a few in that line, but today I will just be reviewing the AK-47. You should expect around the same performance from all the other guns. Before we begin, this is just a brief size comparison. Here is a 1911, and here's the AK. As you can see, the AK is barely larger than this 1911. So yeah, this is once again the mini version, obviously. But yeah, it is very small. Now this gun was only around $30, give or take. I'll put the exact price in the description. But this is obviously very affordable. It's meant to be more of sort of a, I don't want to call it a gimmick, but more of just a toy to have fun with. Not something you should be taking out on the battlefield. You can see the gun comes in a very flashy, bright orange box. There's pretty much no information on it, so not much to go over. Whoops, sorry for the reflections there. But you can see, same thing on all the sides. And here, back, styrofoam. So yeah, but the front, it's very nice, very flashy. Now let's open it. Inside the box, you should see an instruction manual with all your safety warnings and stuff. This has quite a bit of Chinglish in it. Pretty hilarious, actually. It also has those funny pictures. For example, never pull the trigger even if you think it is empty of magazine. First of all, this gun does not have a removable magazine, and empty of magazine, like what? It is dangerous. There may be pellets remain in the magazine. Once again, the gun doesn't have a magazine. But, well, I guess it sort of does, internal mag. But, moving on. Where's the other funny one? Here. Never disassemble the gun by yourself, which will cause the trouble and dangerous. Okay, moving on. Once again, you have those funny pictures. Don't shoot yourself in the face. Don't shoot someone in the face. Don't shoot a dog or something, I don't know. You have a box of 100.12 gram low quality BBs. These BBs are good enough to use in this gun since it shoots like 100 FPS. But I would not recommend using it in any high powered guns. I have not actually found any, whoops, that's upside down. Have not actually found any seams on these BBs, and they're actually fairly smooth. So they're better quality than I expected, but I still wouldn't recommend using them. And here, of course, you have the Mini AK-47. Packed pretty tightly in this styrofoam. Here, just featuring your hop up with an orange barrel plug. Yeah, that's pretty much all the box comes with. This gun, being only $30, has no authentic trademarks whatsoever. Here, serial number, I don't know if that's unique or not. The back, I don't know what the crap this is. Like, what is that, a smiley face? I don't even know. Here's, I think, Russian characters, maybe? I don't know. Don't know if they're authentic or not. Doubt it. And then here, UHC made in Taiwan. So yeah, this gun has absolutely no authentic trademarks. But really, what can you expect? It was only $30. This gun is made of all plastic. I cannot confirm whether the internals have any metal. I do know the inner barrel is metal, and the gears are plastic. Being made out of all plastic, this gun is rather light, weighing in sorry, I can't talk today. Weighing in at only 400 grams. Exactly 400, actually. So yeah. Even though this gun is rather cheaply made, it still looks very nice. The plastic is rather shiny, but it doesn't look too bad. And the wood finish looks pretty decent, I guess. For the price, it looks pretty good. Since, well, you can't really expect amazing wood. $30, you know. And just to clarify, this wood is plastic. So yeah, it's not real wood. Though this gun does have an external magazine, it's just for looks. The actual BBs are stored up here in the rear sight. There's an internal hopper in here. We will go over that in more detail later. The trigger on this gun is made of plastic, but the trigger pull is very smooth. The safety on this gun is a manual safety that has to be activated for each shot. This is the safety. It looks like whatchamacallit, sling point. But it's actually not a sling point, it is a safety. We will go over that in more detail later. But basically, you just have to hold it down when you're firing. It's really no big deal, since you can just use your thumb to hold it down. Or you can just hot glue it in place. This gun has absolutely no accessory rails, so you cannot attach any lights, lasers, or optics. The sights on this gun are very crude, just your standard AK style sights. They are molded into the receiver and non-adjustable. The sight radius is incredibly short. I think that's what it's called, the sight radius, sighting plane, I don't know. But yeah, you're not going to get much accuracy out of these things. Now, talking about sights, that brings us to loading. As I've already said, the rear sight actually acts as a cover for an internal hopper, which is actually where you load the BBs. So yeah, you can just pour the BBs right in. I do not know the exact number of BBs this gun holds. Maybe, my best guess, 30, 40, I don't know. Don't quote me on that. This gun does run off batteries. You can access the battery compartment by coming down to the bottom of the grip, pulling back this lever or tab, which can be sort of hard to pull back. And then, once you pull it back, you can lift the cover, revealing your battery compartment. This gun runs off 4 AA alkaline batteries. Here you can see how to insert them. And then once you're done, close the hatch back up. There is quite a stiff spring in there, so you're gonna have to push pretty hard. And then just pull the tab back in to close the trapdoor. Now, as I said previously, this gun has a manual safety, so you must hold it down in order to fire. If it's not held down, you cannot pull the trigger. You have to hold it down, probably with your thumb, and then the gun will fire. You can see that I've already scratched it up because I tried to do a hot glue mod, and then I realized I had to record the review first. So I'd had to take it off, and it got sort of messy. So, yeah. But as I said, you can just hold it here, put a dab of hot glue in there, and you won't have to worry about it. This gun fires at around 300 rounds a minute with at about 100 to 150 feet per second. That sounds like an awfully low feet per second, but that's because this is, once again, only $30. Has a plastic gearbox, and it is, I'm pretty sure, a pistol gearbox. So, yeah, not a full-sized gearbox. Now, this gun is actually really fun to shoot, because when you shoot it, it's quite loud, and I don't know if you can tell, but it has a little bit of kick. I know all AEGs have that little bit of kick, but because this gun is so incredibly small, it sort of makes the kick a lot easier to feel, or a lot stronger, I guess. So yeah, it makes it incredibly fun to shoot. So now, just demonstrating firing, we're about 5 feet away. Got it loaded up with some .12s that it came with. So yeah, let's tear up this target. I have already done an accuracy test of this gun. If you're interested in seeing that, link will be in the description below. Let's get started. Now you will notice a few hiccups in firing on continuous full auto. That's a disadvantage to the gravity fed hopper system, because it'll sometimes misfeed and stuff like that. But once again, as I've said for like 50 times, only $20 to $30, so what can you expect? But yeah, let's get right to it. You can see we especially start getting hiccups as we start to run out of BBs. Every once in a while, you're gonna have to shake it. And we are actually out of BBs. So yeah, it doesn't actually hold too many BBs. But our target's looking like it's had better days. So let's go check it out. See, we got pretty nice. This obviously wasn't the best grouping because, well, I was just shooting everywhere. I wasn't aiming in the same place. So yeah, this is not the extent of this gun's accuracy. You can see we actually tore the paper up pretty good. So my final opinion on this gun, for the price, you can't beat it. It looks nice, it's a whole lot of fun to shoot, and it actually performs pretty decent for what it is. So yeah, this has been my review of the UHC AK47 Mini. Thanks for watching. Buy link will be in the description below. So will the link to the accuracy test.